All right, welcome everybody. Let's get started. Just find your comfortable seats. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe put a little blanket or pillow under the sitting bones. Find some length in the spine. And just welcome the eyes to begin to close, either completely or just do a soft gaze to the floor. And welcome a full breath into the belly and a full breath out. Allow yourself to tune into the pause after the exhale. That's where the magic lives. That's where things get really quiet. That's where the letting go happens, the dropping in. Take a few more mindful breaths, full inhale to the belly. Soft exhale. Just allow a few more breaths like that, focusing on lengthening the exhalation, letting go of any gripping. So the gripping might be physical, might be mental or emotional. It's all just natural. Well, let's attempt to release the grippiness and let ourselves drop into the here and now. Begin to feel the floor underneath you. Feel the hands rest where they've landed. Release the back teeth from each other, release the lips from each other, and let the whole jaw surrender. And let that surrendering move to the rest of the facial muscles. Welcome 2 more releasing breaths. Full inhale, soft exhale. Your next breath in, sit up a little taller. And then as you exhale, let's take the right ear to the right shoulder. You might move the head around a little organically just to explore. Try to release the jaw and the face. And as you pause, letting the ear melt towards the shoulder, go ahead and take the left arm out to the side and wave it around gently, mindfully, palm up, palm down, forward, back. Let the hand cross all the way over towards the right knee. Take a nice full breath. And then sweep that arm all the way around, take it to the low back, drop the shoulder, nice full breath. Tuck the chin, look towards the right elbow. Another big breath there. And then inhale, look over the right shoulder. And exhale, come back through center, release your hand back through center. Good. Take a nice full breath in and out. As you're ready, left ear melts towards the left shoulder. Not to push it, just let it slowly drop in. Release all the muscles that are gripping. Maybe find a little bit of movement just to explore that side a little. And then once you come back through center with the ear near the shoulder, just pause there and let your right arm come out to the side where we start to move it like a palm up, palm down, all the directions. And eventually let your hand cross all the way over towards your opposite knee. Nice full breath. And then take that hand, wash it around, take it to the low back, drop that right shoulder, and big breath here. Tuck the chin, look down towards the left elbow. Following another full breath. And then gently look up past the shoulder and bring everything back through center. When you arrive in center, let's join together for cleansing breath. Big full inhale. Releasing exhale. Roll the shoulders up. Squeeze them up towards the ears. Press them back and melt them down. Take the hands out to the sides. And sweep them up with a big breath in. Palms together, hands to the heart with a breath out. Inhale, fingertips straight up towards the sky. Exhale, find cactus arms. Squeeze shoulder blades together, forearms to the back wall. Lift the chin. And then we're going to take those forearms together in front of you. Squeezing elbows and wrists towards each other. Lift the fingertips, lift the elbows, another breath. You might tuck the chin a little. And then inhale, open up. Find those cactus arms, squeeze shoulder blades together, open the heart. One more time, take the forearms together. Let the elbows lift up, fingertips lift up, tuck the chin a little bit, take a nice full breath. Inhale, open up, cactus arms, squeeze shoulder blades together, forearms back. Let the elbows come down by your ribs, palms face up. Squeeze, 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 lift the heart. And then go ahead and let the palms come down onto your lap, relax the shoulders. Nice full inhale, full exhale. Beautiful. Let's move through a little cat-cow, open up the heart, squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, hold the belly button to the wall behind you. Keep going, find your rhythm, your groove with your breath. Staying with the cat-cow movement in the spine, we're going to add the arms. So next time you've got the rounded spine, stay there, we'll all meet there. And then we're going to reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling as you start to lift the heart. And then reach those fingertips back behind you. Open up the front body, get that little arch in the spine, and let the fingers touch down to the ground. Good. And then inhale, reach the fingertips behind you and up. And then we round the spine, tuck the chin, hands come to the knees. That's your exhale. Inhale, lift up. Open up, take up space, open the heart, lift the chin if that feels good to you. And then exhale, fingertips reach towards the back wall, round the spine, hands to the knees. Let's just do one more like that. Inhale, lift, open everything up, take up space. And we round, hands up, round the spine. And just come to neutral, let the shoulders roll up and back and melt them down. Just take a moment to go inward, feel the energy within. Take a nice mindful breath. Beautiful. As you feel ready, let's cross the legs in the opposite direction.
Hey, Nikki.
Yeah.
I don't want to forget to tell you how amazing that was.
Good. Keep doing it. Awesome. Let's find that seat with the opposite leg in front. Thank you for the feedback, Ed. Sit up nice and tall. Let's sweep those arms in front and then plug the shoulders in. So we're squeezing shoulder blades together behind you as best you can. And the right arm's going to reach up. Reach that arm for the wall behind you. Open the heart to your right. Let your left fingertips reach closer to me. Your right fingertips reach closer to the back wall. Nice full breath. Good. Inhale, reach that back arm up towards the ceiling, spiral back through center. Good. Now we'll do the other side. Let's lift the left arm up, reach it for the wall behind you. Take up space, let the fingers reach further away, open the heart to the left. Nice full breath. And reach those fingertips back up towards the ceiling, spiral back through center. And go ahead and just relax the arms down. Just notice Another breath. Let's go ahead and take the legs straight out in front. We'll go a little sideways here. Flex the feet. I'm going to ground down through the heels. So you have a little bend in the knee, maybe a big bend depending on how tight you are. But grounding down through the heels, getting a little bend in the knees, bring some energy into the legs, and then root down through the sitting bones and the thighs. Sit up nice and tall. Nice active Dandasana, pulling everything in and up. Making sure to wrap the ribs in. Crown of the head floats up. Another breath here. Without going too deep into this, let's keep a really long spine. Keep pressing energy out the heels. Keep rooting those heels down to the ground. And we're just going to hinge forward. So your hands might even go behind you a little bit. Press into the floor to lengthen up. And then just hinge forward. And just take a nice full breath there. Maybe 2 more breaths where you might drop in a little deeper if that feels right for you without collapsing. Take the hands forward, root them down under the shoulders, pull the tummy in, lift up. And bend the right knee. Bring that foot in towards the hip. Lengthen through the spine. Left hand to the knee, right arm sweeps up with a big full breath in. Open the heart, release the hand to the floor. Just gently pull the knee across the midline. Relax shoulders down. Find your breath. Every exhale going a little deeper into your twist. Not pushing, just letting yourself melt in. Really tuning into the spiral, not just from the base of the spine, but to the crown of the head. With the chin, reach for the back shoulder. You might even tuck the chin gently. One more full breath here. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, slowly unravel, coming back through center. As you arrive, let that knee drop down. Then we're just going to let that hip open up. So pull that knee back, and then you'll be facing kind of diagonal. Flex your straight leg, foot to the left leg. Flex that foot, sit up tall. Your heels should be in line with your heart. Start to either take hands behind you to lift up and out, and even just check in, make sure both sitting bones are on the floor or a cushion. And then maybe you hinge forward. Maybe you take the hands forward. So let's just go in gently. Just breathe. Let yourself melt in. Maybe there's a little sway from side to side. Maybe you stay with stillness. Find your breath and let yourself surrender. Wherever you are, if it feels good to find a little gentle movement with the neck, looking from shoulder to shoulder, feel free to do that. Just full breaths. Another big inhale. Big exhale. Pressing the earth away. Low tummy pulls in to slowly lift up. Roll the shoulders from you to around. Then take the hands behind you. We're going to take that right foot forward. Even out the hips. Find your Dandasana. Bring everything back through center. Take a nice full breath in, grounding through the heels. Squeezing inner thighs, tummy in, crown of the head lifts. Go ahead and bend the left knee. Lengthen through the spine. Let your right hand come to that knee. Left arm lifts. Big breath in as we open up the heart to the left. Hand to the floor. Lengthen through the spine. Pull the knee across the midline. Find your twist. Soften the jaw and the shoulders. Look towards the back shoulder if that feels okay on the neck. And very gently, you might give the neck, the chin a little teeny tuck. Give a couple breaths here. Big inhale, left arm lifts. And we spiral back around through center. Releasing that, okay. Good. Let's let that knee drop down and then pull that left hip back, opening up the hips. Now we're facing the other side. Lengthen up through the spine. Make sure that right leg is nice and grounded. Root down through the heel, flex the foot. Then hands might go behind you to lift up and out of the hips. And you might stay there or take the hands forward and just let yourself very gently melt in. Maybe it's a little sway that gets you there. Maybe it's your breath. Definitely stay connected to your breath. Dropping in a little deeper with every exhale. Again, maybe a little bit of movement with the neck if that feels good and speaks to you. You, of course, can always change your mind. And full breath in and out. And to root the hands down. Low tummy pulls in. Slowly lift yourself up. Shoulders fall back. Heart lifts. Take the hands behind you. Left leg meets right. We square off the hips to the front of the room. Flex the feet. Hands down by your side. Pull the ribs in. Lengthen up through the spine. And then go ahead and point your toes. Really reaching the toes towards the floor out in front of you. Let's flex one foot, point the other. You decide which. And then switch. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Go ahead and keep switching. Okay. And let's bring both feet to flex and find some circles. Beautiful. So I don't think it was this class that I mentioned this in. I recently learned a little bit about the fascia in the ankles directly connected to the hips. So I don't know about you, but I recently discovered when my hips aren't happy, ankle circles feel really good. And I never knew there was really a connection there. Not surprised because there's a connection everywhere, but kind of neat information. Let's ground down through the heels, lengthen up through the spine. We'll take it into a forward fold. This time, maybe letting ourselves come in deeper so the hands can crawl forward. Try to keep length in the torso, let the heart reach towards the toes, tuck the chin just slightly, flex the feet, soften the breath. Full breath in, full breath out. And to root the hands down, tummy pulls in, slowly bring yourself up and roll the shoulders when you do arrive. Okay. Let's take the feet wide and just windshield wiper a little bit. We'll let the knees drop down to the right and take your left hand, sweep it all the way over, look behind you. And gently release that hand forward, back through center, take it to the other side, knees drop down to the left, take your right hand behind you. And we come back around through center. Good. All right, let's make our way to tabletop. Like I forgot where I was for a moment. When you get into tabletop, just move in any way that feels organic. And whatever comes naturally. So maybe it's a little cat-cow, maybe it's a little wiggle from side to side. Gonna get myself situated. Shoulders out of the ears, low tummy pulls in. And let yourself settle in. You're gonna lift the right leg, keep that knee bent, place the foot flat to the ceiling. And then notice what happens as you dump down in the belly. Can you pull the belly in and up? Press the earth away. We're going to do a few little taps, like you're tap dancing on the ceiling, but it's really slow and controlled. Yeah. Good. Just firing up that right glute, warming things up. Take another 2 or 3 rounds. Pull the low tummy in. Awesome. And then take that right leg, straighten it, place the toes to the ground, press the heel away from you. Nice full inhale, nice full exhale. And inhale back through center. Let those toes be curled under so you get that warmth in the bottom of the foot. Beautiful. And go ahead and lift that leg. Pull the knee to the nose, around the spine, squeeze in, and send it back. One more like that, pull in, squeeze in, send it back, and release that knee down. Back into tabletop, get yourself centered. The left knee is gonna bend, lift off the floor, keeping it bent. Pull the tummy in, and then we do a little tap dancing on the ceiling. Nice and controlled though, firing up that left glute. Moving from the hip, not the knee. Couple more pulses. Now let's stretch that left leg long on the floor, place the toes on the floor, curl them under and press the heel away. Shift the body weight forward, coming into the bottom of that foot. Okay. And then go ahead and lift the left leg up, stabilize in the core, bring the knee to the nose, round in, and extend. Knee to nose, round in, and extend. And then release the knee down. Let's go ahead and take the knees wide, press into child's pose. Melt the hips. Feel free to maybe rest on your left cheek. Take a couple breaths. And maybe switching over to the right cheek, lift the head, turn the head, place it back down. Lift the head, come back through center, ground through the hands, and lift yourself up into your tabletop. Bring the knees underneath the hips. Just walk the hands forward a little bit. Do a couple of hip circles. Mindful, let them be small if they want to be small, or big if they want to be big. We'll just do 3 in each direction. And switch directions when you are ready after those 3 rounds. And when you reach your 3rd round, let the shoulders come over the wrists. Modified plank, pull the tummy in, find that strength. Keep yourself here, start to bend the elbows back towards your hips as you lower down to the floor. When you arrive on the floor, you might lift the right leg and pull it back, lift the left leg and pull it back. You might need to do that one more time to really get that evenness in the traction. We'll do 3 press-ups, maybe starting with baby cobra. Inhale, lift. Exhale low. And 2 more, whatever version of Cobra talks to you in this moment. Last one. And when you come down, just rest your arms, maybe stack them, rest your head. Take a nice big breath in and out. Back through center, take the fingertips off of the mat in line with your shoulders. Come up onto fingertips, elbows are reaching up towards the ceiling with a wide Cobra variation. Inhale, lift the head and the heart, ground down through the tops of the feet and the pelvis. Pull the tummy in, lift up. And then as you exhale, we're going to look under the right armpit, left cheek, left shoulder, drop towards the floor. Inhale, come back through center and lift. Exhale, right shoulder, right cheek, come towards the floor as you look under the left armpit. Inhale, back through center. We'll do one more each side. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, release down to the ground. Bring your hands down by your side. Rest on one cheek. Take a nice full breath. Bend the knees, windshield wiper the feet from side to side. You might even find circles with the feet. If you're doing circles, go in both directions. And then come to center and release the feet down to the ground. Hands under shoulders. Face center. Press up through the tabletop. Curl the toes under. Press the hips back towards the heels with those toes curled under if you can. Use your hands to press the mat away, sending the hips further back. And relax the head down. Take a few breaths. Inhale, come up into your tabletop. Gently release your feet. Maybe give them a little bang on the floor to release that intense sensation. Once you are in your tabletop, take those shoulders out of the ears and curl the toes under. I want you to really pay attention. Squeeze the glutes, the inner thighs, your core. And then hover your knees off the mat like an inch. So it's a hovering tabletop. Another breath, keep squeezing. That's the only way that things are going to work. And then release the knees back down. But toes uncurled, press back into child's pose. Let's walk the hands over to the left and really stretch out the right fingertips further away. Breathing into the right side of the heart. Inhale over to center and over to the other side, where we'll start to walk the left fingertips further away. Take a couple of breaths into the left side of the heart. And gently begin to come back through center. We'll inhale, lift up to tabletop. Roll the shoulders out of the ears. Take one step back with the right leg. Engage, take a left leg back. Engage, find your plank. Give yourself a little rock forward and back. Crown of the head reaches forward and heels reach back. One more, forward and back. Nice. And then lower your knees down, lower down through your cobra. And down. And we curl the toes and press all the way up into plank and downward facing dog. Just let yourself settle in. Roll shoulders out of the ears. Stay in your dog. Remember to keep a little bend in the knees. Press the hips back further. Another breath. Let's extend the left leg behind you. Keep those hips squared. Press through the hands, lift the heel a little more, and then step that leg all the way forward. Good. Squeeze inner thighs together, shoulders out of the ears. Another breath. Let's root down through the right hand, either on the floor or a low block. Left hand to left hip. Pull that hip back. And then we'll rotate the left shoulder over the right, left arm lifts. Staying here in your twist, let's windmill that left hand to the back of the room, to the ground, forward, and up. One more windmill, take it back. Nice and mindful, forward, and up. One more breath up. And then release that hand to the ground. Just step the right foot forward to meet the left. Forward fold. Let your knees have a nice bend in them since we're just getting going here. Nice full inhale, full exhale. Ground through the feet. Fire up glutes. About halfway. Straight spine. And forward fold. Reverse swan dive. All the way up. And hands to the heart. Nice full breath in. Sweep the arms to the sky. And we swan dive, forward fold. Just step back with the left leg. Take a moment here. Settling into the lunge. We'll ground the left hand, low block or floor. Right hand to the right hip. Pull that hip back. Squeeze inner thighs towards each other. Start to rotate the heart open to the right. Shoulder on top of shoulder. Right arm might float up to the ceiling. Might stay just like this. Or find some windmills. Let that back arm reach behind you. To the floor. Forward. And up. Good. And one more, nice and slow, mindfully moving. Pause in your twist. And then we release that hand down to the ground. Take both hands to the earth. Step it back, plank. Feel free to move through your vinyasa. Press back or right into dog or child's pose, whatever you want. Just take a few breaths. You make your way into down dog. Take a nice full inhale and a full exhale. Right leg lifts. Try to square your hips. Lift the heel a little more. Step it forward, helping forward if it needs it. And as you arrive and you settle in, let's release the back knee to the floor. Ground through the front foot and the whole back shin. Lift up, find that inner thigh. You can stay here or float the arms to the ceiling. Nice full breath. Bring your hands to your heart. Pull the tummy in and up so we're nice and stable in the legs. Good. Now we're going to play with this a little bit. Your right foot, we're going to ground through the right heel. Lift the ball of the right foot. Really press down through the right heel and root down through the entire back leg. The left shin is like an entire big foot. Then we're going to take those hips back as you straighten the right leg. Engage, press down through that right heel as you come forward. Lots of strength and stability here. Inhale, lift the head heart, bend the front knee. Keep that heel up. Keep the ball of the foot up. Okay, let's do that one more time. Hips back. Start to straighten that front leg. Ground and breathe. Good. And then gently bend that front knee, lift the heart. And let's release the foot down. Take the hands down. Curl the back toe. Lift the back knee. Step it all the way forward, forward fold. Release the head. Ground through the feet. Firing up the legs with a little strong thigh and glute. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And we reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Nice big inhale. And a big exhale. Sweep the arms to the sky. And come through center, forward fold. We step back with the right leg. Find that lunge. Back heel begins to drop down. Uncurl the toes. Ground through the legs. Float yourself up. Pull the low tummy in. Bring your hands to your heart. Good. Nice and stable. Remember the back foot, it's not just the foot, it's the whole shin grounds down. Tummy in. We're going to lift the ball of the front foot. Squeeze the inner thighs. Start to take the hips back as we straighten the left leg. We hinge forward. Yep. Whoop. If you fall, you don't have far to go. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Use your drishti, use your breath, it helps. And then inhale, lift the head and the heart. Bend the knee, try to keep the ball of the foot up. Good. Let's do that again. Hips back. Front leg straightens. Strength, strength, strength. Stability, grounding. Soften the face and the jaw. With a breath. Begin to lift the head and heart. Bend that front knee. Place the foot to the ground. Hands to the earth. Roll the back toe, lift the back knee. Step it all the way back. And you've got your vinyasa your way. Beautiful. Yeah. Nice full breath in your down dog. Left leg's going to lift behind. You might stack the hips left over right and then bend the left knee. Don't take it too far. Keep things engaged and lined up to suit your body. And then straighten the left leg up towards the ceiling. We're going to take that left knee to the outside, tap the outside of the left elbow. Shoulders over wrists. Send it back, three-legged dog. And step it forward. Open it forward if it needs it. Good. Once you get there, ground down, float up. High lunge. As you arrive, take those arms back. Open up. Nice full breath. And then take those arms forward. Bring the hands towards your left knee, around the spine. You might bend the back knee. Good. Inhale, fingertips reach up. We open up. And one more. Fingers up and take them forward around the spine. Good. Inhale, fingertips up. This time we take the arms all the way down and around. And place the hands to the floor. Fingertips walk forward. Ground through the left leg. Right leg floats up for a quick little standing L. And then we release the right foot to the floor. Forward fold. Come up halfway. And forward fold. Reverse swan dive all the way up. As you bring your hands to your heart, bring your right knee into your chest. Little balance. Toes can stay on the ground, lifting the heel. Another full inhale, full exhale. So reach the fingertips up. Try to keep that leg lifted. Take the left arm forward, right arm back. Nice full breath. Beautiful. And then reach those arms up. And release the hands down and the foot down. Roll the shoulders, open up, take up some space. Nice full breath in and out. Ground through the feet. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the left leg. Remember, the foot can lift off the ground or keep the toes on the ground. Another breath. Reach the right arm forward, left arm back. Open the heart, over to the left. Big inhale, big exhale. And then sweep the arms up. And back through center, release the leg down, with the hands down, roll the shoulders, open the heart. Tadasana. Remember, Tadasana, we're not just hanging out here. Really root down, pull the inner thighs, low tummy in, glutes fire up, heart lifts, crown the head lifts, shoulders roll back. Yes. Sweep the arms to the side. Come through center, forward fold, hands to the earth. We step back with the left leg. Get your foundation sturdy and then float yourself up to your high lunge. As you settle in here, start to reach those arms, open and back, open the heart, pull the tummy in, stabilize the legs. And then fingertips go up and forward, hands to that front knee or thigh or in that direction. Back knee might bend, round the spine. Inhale, open up, fingertips to the sky, take up some space, open the heart. And then release the hands back down towards that front knee, round the spine, breathe. And inhale, one more, open up. Open the heart, look towards the sky, and then let those arms continue down. And take them all the way to the ground. We're going to take that left leg. Well, take the fingertips forward. Let's take that left leg, step it all the way, float it up to standing out. And the left foot meets the right. Forward fold. Hang out in your forward folds for a breath or two. Ground through the feet. Good. So inhale, come up halfway. Stabilize the legs. So get a little bend in the knee. It's almost like you're moving into chair. Let the tailbone reach back, and then take those arms, reach them back. Let the palms face out as you squeeze shoulder blades together. Another breath. Don't forget to bend the knees to stabilize the glutes. Press down, sweep those arms all the way up. Big inhale. And exhale right through center, forward fold. Let's step back with the right leg. Step back with the left leg. Plank. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And move through your vinyasa or straight back into down dog. When you arrive in your down dog, extend your right leg behind you. Maybe stack the hips right over left, bend that right knee. Take a nice full breath. Toes to the sky. As you take that right knee to the outside, tap the right elbow, shoulders over wrist. And then send it back, three-legged dog. You'll step that right leg all the way forward. Little lunge. Let's let that back heel drop down behind you. Tuck that right hip under a little and make your way up into warrior two. Good. Give your hips a little wiggle. Notice what happens with that front knee. Try and keep the knee in line with the second toe. Gaze out over the front fingertips. Press down through the outer edge of the back foot. Now let's lift the right heel. Press through the ball of the right foot. Keep that right knee bent. Right heel lifts. Notice how that changes your experience. Good. And then release the heel down. Lift the ball of the right foot. Just notice, breathe, connect. Good. Release the ball of the foot. Let's go ahead and reach both arms up, take all 10 toes towards me. Then we're going to take those arms out wide. Cross your right arm over left, eagle arms. You can also give yourself a hug. Lift the elbows and the fingers up, tuck the chin, take a nice full breath. With the outer edges of the feet parallel to each other, we're in a wide leg forward fold is where we're going. So keep the arms in eagle, start to hinge forward. Little bend in both knees. Tuck the chin, maybe fingertips start to go towards the floor. Maybe you take your forearms more parallel to the floor, tuck the chin. Round through the feet, little bend in the knees. Fire up the glutes, start to lift all the way back up. Sweep the arms nice and wide. Clasp the hands behind you. Elbows, shoulders, squeeze in, open the heart. Nice full breath. Inhale, sweep that good heart energy all the way up. Exhale, right toes point forward, and we come back into our warrior two. Let's reverse it, right palm up. Keep the legs as they are. Good. Right hand up, left hand down. Beautiful. And then come back around, warrior two, and come to our side angle. Forearm to thigh, left arm sweeps up and over here. And we've been here a zillion times. Can you be here, stabilize, not put so much weight in that thigh, and then lift the right heel. Another breath. Keep that heel lifted maybe as you transition back into your warrior two. Release the heel down, cartwheel down, back heel lifts. And we're going to take it all the way back, move through your vinyasa, your life. Nice full breaths wherever you choose to be. When you land in your down dog, release shoulders from the ears. Maybe give the head a little shake. Yes and no to release. And we extend on the left leg behind. Step it all the way forward. Once you get there, let the back heel draw down behind you as we cartwheel up for warrior two. You always take that back foot back further to drop in deeper. Look out in front of the fingertips. Check out what's happening with your knee and your hips. Ground down through all the corners of the feet. Squeeze inner thighs, lift the crown of the head. Good. Now lift the left heel. Just notice. Breathe. Good. Release the heel down. Let's lift the left toes and the ball of the left foot. Another breath. Release that whole foot down. Reach the arms up. All 10 toes face the long edge of your mat. Straightening the left leg. Wide forward fold is where we're going. Take those arms wide. This time we take the left arm over the right for eagle arms. You can always give yourself up. Lift the fingertips up. Tuck the chin. Bend the knees a little bit. Make sure the outer edges of the feet are parallel. Start to hinge forward nice and slow, using your strength. Go in without collapsing. And then let the chin tuck, and maybe the forearms go parallel to the floor as the fingertips reach forward. Drop in a little deeper. Ground through the feet, bend the knees, fire up the glutes, the core, start to lift yourself up, straight spine, all the way back up. When you arrive, sweep the arms up and out. Big breath in, and as you breathe out, take the hands, clasp them behind, maybe clasp with the other finger in front. Knuckles might reach down, but really squeezing shoulders and elbows together, tummy in, maybe the gaze goes up. Another breath. Let's sweep the arms out wide. Left toes go forward. Left knee bends. We've got warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse it. Left hand up, right hand back. Okay. Come through warrior two, side angle. Try not to lean into that left thigh so much. Fire up the glutes and the core, and then lift the left heel. Nice full breath here. Okay. So release the heel, lift the left toes, the ball of the left foot. Good. Release the whole foot down. Come back into your warrior two. Pull your cartwheel down, back heel lifts. Step it back plank. You've got your vinyasa. We'll take 3 or 4 breaths at the end to hang out in down dog or child's pose. Wherever you are, breathe. Roll the shoulders out of the ears. Nice full breath in, full breath out. And to look forward towards the front of the mat, walk the feet forward. Into a forward fold at the top of the mat. When you get there, you might clasp elbows and release the head, shake it yes and no. Lift the tailbone, ground through the feet. Release the arms, ground through the legs, come up halfway, straight spine. And forward fold. Excuse me. Reverse swan dive all the way up. And hands to the heart. And ground through the balls of the feet. As you inhale, sweep the arms up. We're going to lift the heels, find your drifting. Engage your glutes, inner thighs, engage all the things. Keep those heels lifted, reach the fingertips. Breathe. If you're shaking, just shake. If you fall out, just come back in. And then exhale, hands melt down, heels melt down. Good. Roll the shoulders. Open up, take up some space. Take a nice full breath in and out. Feel the energy in your body. Grounding, connecting to the feet and the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart, hips back, chair pose. And really squeeze those glutes. There's a gentle sticking out of your bum, but not so much where we're arching. So we want the spine neutral. Fire up the glutes in the inner thighs. Ground down. We're going to lift the heels again, but in chair pose. So really squeeze. Squeeze those inner thighs. Lift the heels. Try to stay in your chair. Another breath. Good. Release the heels down. Sweep the arms all the way up, extending. Open up the heart. And hands to heart center. Big breath in. Big breath out. And sweep those arms to the sky. Exhale right through center, forward fold. You might take your block underneath your heart. Take your left hand to your block. Straighten out your spine. Bend the left knee. Right leg stays straight. Right arm reaches out to the side and up towards the ceiling. Really reach down through the left hand. Lift the right hand. Right hip reaches back. Another breath. And then release that right arm down. Bend the right knee, straighten the left leg. The left arm reaches out to the side and up towards the ceiling. Good. Another breath. Press down, lift up. And release that left hand down. Move your block. Begin to bend your knees like you're coming into chair pose. Fingertips reach forward, hips reach back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Another breath. Good. And then slowly continue to bend your knees. You can move your hands to Plough Asana. When you get your bum on the floor, sit up nice and tall, roll the shoulders back, take your hands to your backs of your thighs. Either stay there or start to hinge back, straight spine, shoulders back. Either stay there or lift the heels, toes to the ground, or lift the feet, flex the feet so the shins are parallel. And keep that heart lifted. Keep the legs as they are. You can keep your hands there or out to the side. We're going to lower the upper body down to the ground. So start to round the spine. Keep the legs up. Round the spine, lower down, nice and slow. Try to keep those feet up. And when the head lands, take the arms up and over the head and release the feet to the floor. Your elbows are going to bend like cactus arms. So elbows are in line with the shoulders. And then let your backs of the hands rest back towards the floor. If they don't reach, just be gentle. Nice full breath. Keeping the arms as they are, we're going to reach the fingertips straight up towards the ceiling and then take the palms towards the floor, more in line with our waist. Good. And then reach those fingertips up towards the ceiling and the backs of the hands towards the floor. And one more, fingertips up towards the ceiling, and then the palms rotate down towards the floor. Good. And this time, one last time, fingertips up, and then we rest them back. Take a nice big inhale, and a big exhale. Bring the knees into the chest, take the arms, wrap them around the knees, a little rock and roll. Let's place the feet to the floor, bent knees, hands down by your side. Left leg goes straight up, and we find some circles with the ankle. Pointing and flexing, wiggling the toes even, going the opposite direction. Good. And then with that foot flexed, we'll cross the ankle over the right thigh, push the left knee away, keep that foot flexed. Either stay there or pull the right knee into your chest. Keep head and shoulders relaxed. Jaw soft. Yeah, you might rock and roll a little bit. You might also straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling. Whatever you want, let's take another 3 or 4 breaths, unhurried. Another big breath in and out. Begin to place your right foot to the floor with bent knee. Left leg goes straight up and we square off the hips. Take the hand to the back of the thigh, gently pull the toes towards the face. Maybe the hands slide up the leg towards the foot. Shoulders stay relaxed, bend the elbows. Either breathe here or straighten the right leg out. Flexing both feet, rounding that down through the right heel. Nice full breath in and out. Make sure that left hip is not opening up to the outside. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Keeping those hips nice and aligned. Nice full breath in and out. And then gently bending the knees. Place the feet to the floor. Take a nice big breath in and out. And then let's go ahead and send that right foot up towards the ceiling. Some circles with those ankles. And circling the other direction, pointing and flexing, just tuning in. And then we land with a flexed foot, cross that ankle over the thigh. Gently press the right knee away. Either stay there or start to pull the left thigh in towards your chest, keeping the left knee more in line with the left armpit. Stay here and breathe. Find the variations that work for you. Maybe a little rock and roll, maybe that left leg straightens. Another full breath here. Very gently bending the left knee and place the foot to the floor. Right leg straightens up towards the ceiling. We square off the hips. Hands behind the right thigh as you let the toes melt towards your face. Maybe the fingers walk up the leg. Keep the shoulders relaxed down. Inner thighs squeezing together. Maybe that left leg straightens, grounding through the left heel. Soften the jaw. Nice full breath in, full breath out. Beautiful. Begin to gently bend the knees, place the feet to the floor. Take a nice full breath in and out. Let's move through a little moving bridge. Keep those feet rooted. If you want to take the arms in, you can involve them, ground through the feet. As you inhale, start to lift the hips. Really fire up the glutes to support the pelvis. Send the hips up towards the sky. If you want to take the arms along, take them up and over. And then as you exhale, hands start to come down. As the hips start to melt down, the core engages to lower you nice and stable. When you land completely, and then inhale, take it back up. And as you're ready to exhale, hands and hips come down. Just go at your own pace. You've all done this enough times to know your variations. And if you want to send the hips up and stay there, feel free. Just keep the head centered, looking up towards the ceiling. Keep the neck safe. Stay with the breath. Stay grounded in the feet. We'll just do one more. And slowly lowering hips and hands to the earth. When they land, take a nice cleansing breath. Let's stretch the arms over the head. You might clasp at elbows or hands or find a wide V, whatever feels best to your shoulders, but we want to be able to let the arms rest down to the floor. And then take the feet wide, and we just gently windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Take it slow. Let yourself linger a little bit here and there. Evening yourself out with maybe one or two more windshield wipers. Land in center with the knees towards the ceiling. Start to walk the feet hip distance apart. Bring the knees into the chest, the arms wrap around the legs. Give yourself knees before you find your way into our final resting posture. Give yourself that. Otherwise, just let the legs grow long, the feet swap out. Allow the shoulders to roll down the back, the palms to face up. And just let yourself release into being. Just being. No more doing. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just be here now and let yourself rest. I'll bring you out in a few moments when it's time. Begin to bring your awareness back here. Notice your body and breath. Do you need to change anything? You feel ready, you can welcome a fuller inhale, expanding your belly, taking up space. A more complete exhale. Invite another full inhale, bringing that energy in. Another complete exhale, honoring the rest and the calm and the peace within. Your mind start to welcome some movement, maybe wiggling fingers and toes, stretching the arms, stretching the legs. Just finding a nice organic stretch, waking things up. When you feel ready, just taking your time, you might roll over to one side. Taking a break there, just feeling yourself held and supported. Gently use the top arm to press yourself all the way up. Come to a seat. Find length in the spine. Let the eyes stay closed or soft to the floor. Just observe. Notice how you feel. Your breath flow naturally. Just welcome the palms together. Let them reach up towards the heart. The heart reaches towards the thumbs and the shoulders roll back and down. We'll close our practice together with a cleansing breath, sharing all this goodness out into the world. Big inhale. Big releasing, letting go. Exhale. And we bow down to the spark of wisdom and divinity that lives within every single one of us. Namaste.